If you're a good or even great top level amateur player, but there's a mountain between you and a pro player, at first I want to say congratulations for reaching this level. You actually have a whole lot in common with a pro player. There's just one main thing that you continuously do wrong, and I'm going to explain it to you in this video. If you take 5 years of your life and compare it to 5 years of someone like Skylar Woodward's life, you can see your pool game is not progressing nearly as fast as Skylar's game. And there's a valid reason for that, and it's not that Skylar came out of the womb as a pool player. The pros miss, and you miss too. But the answer you're looking for is in what the pros do when they miss, and it's different than what you do when you miss. When amateurs miss, they take that opportunity to literally relentlessly beat themselves up and call themselves all kinds of names, tell themselves horrible things like they'll never be great, and on and on and on. And when a pro misses, they take that miss as an opportunity to get better. But if you beat yourself up, if you sit there and feel sorry for yourself, it's stagnating your game. It's like a wall that stops you from progressing. Take the miss and use it as an opportunity to learn, figure out why you missed, what you did wrong, and fix it. And your game will progress rapidly, and you'll be on your way to becoming a professional pool player. There's a lot of things in the basics that I could have went wrong here, and that I just flat out did wrong. But the answer turned out to be something very simple. It wasn't in my aim. It wasn't really in my stroke. I didn't twist my wrist. My eyesight is right. Everything's good. I didn't close my eyes. I didn't take my eye off the object ball. It brings up the subject of all these YouTube videos on how to aim. People take for granted that they're just not aiming right, and there's some kind of secret system on how to aim. I can tell you that if you're a good player, an advanced player, just not a pro, that you're actually aiming fine. It's not your aim, it's in the execution of the ball, and you're actually not hitting the cue ball where you're aiming it. And that's the biggest flaw I see out there. It's not in your aiming, it's in your stroke. In this case, it's not my basics. I've watched this video clip about 100 times from as many angles as I could get, from in real time, in slow motion, up close, far away. And I couldn't figure it out because all my basics are right. My shoulder didn't drop, my stroke is straight, my wrist didn't twist, I didn't jump up, I didn't take my eye off the ball, over, on and on and on and on. It's like, what did I do wrong? So if you're a legitimate player, you immediately picked up that I shot that 9 ball way too hard. And I'm going to go back to another clip in this video, and I'm going to show you a shot that actually aligns with what I did wrong here. Did you hear that sound of the 2 ball hitting the back of the pocket nice and clean with one single thump, and no rattling, no excess noise, no twirling around at the bottom of the pocket? Well, I'm actually addicted to that sound, and the harder you hit the ball and the cleaner you hit it to the center of the pocket, the more that sound happens. So when I went and shot the 9 ball, I'm wanting to hear that sound again, so I shoot it super hard. And this is a stupid amateur mistake, but I did it, and that's why I did it. So the object is to figure out how to break that habit, how to break that addiction, and just roll the damn cue ball up to the object ball to make the ball and forget about the sound of the ball. So as we go back and look at the 9-ball shot again, let's really analyze what's going on with the cue ball and the object ball and exactly why this is the wrong thing to do. Otherwise, it's never going to get through my head or your head, and I'm never going to learn the lesson that I need to learn to progress my game. As I said, the ball's aimed right. I have a hair of top here, not much at all, but it's center ball. And again, there's nothing wrong with my stroke or any of my basics. I just plain hit this ball too hard, and watch this. That cue ball is not rolling on the table. It's flying up in the air like a jump shot. And that's because my stick is a little bit too level to hit the ball this hard, and I'm hitting it a little bit on the top of the cue ball, a little bit top, just a hair, and that's giving the shovel effect, which throws the cue ball up in the air, and it's going past the point because the 9-ball's a round object. It's going past the point where I aimed and hitting on the top of the 9-ball. A little bit on the right hand side as if I overcut it. When I didn't overcut it, I simply jumped into the 9-ball. And that's right, I jumped past the point of the 9-ball where the cue ball was aimed. So while the cue ball is aimed here, it's actually hidden here because it's jumping past the point of aim. Very few people learn quickly, and very few people never learn at all. Most of us eventually learn, but only after doing it wrong 100 million times. So their progression is very slow, and before you know it, they're old like me, and it just took them too damn long to get it through their head. So if your goal is to become a pro, there's no way around it. You're going to have to learn, and you're going to have to learn fast. And the only possible way you can do that is to figure out what you're doing wrong, whether it's your break, whether you're missing balls, or whether you get in bad position, whatever it is. You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to do the work. You can't fix it until you know what's wrong, so you're going to have to do the work to figure it out and fix it.